Good morning, this is Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady, and this morning we are going to make a card on welding, and I have my new camera, so hopefully you can see my Gypsy very good at this time. I was getting tired of looking at my own videos, and the Gypsy itself seemed blurry, so this is a good test for us. At any rate, I want you to turn your Gypsy on and start out with a new mat, and I want you to set your cursor by just touching your height button right here, pulling up the numbers. We're going to make a 5x5 card and set it at 5 inches so that your cursor is at 5. Now you'll notice, oops, I hit 0.5. Let's try this again. 5 point. Okay. Notice how large my cursor is now. Now I am going to use Mickey, the Mickey font. I always have a hard time when I am tapping on this, and look at this, I hit the wrong thing. When I've got it on this little holder, it's like it's not solid enough. I think I'll have to find another holder because I keep tapping and tapping, and I don't do that when I'm working normally. It just seems like when I'm doing this, it's a little bit shaky. Now, what you are going to do is use your shadow key, and this card is going to be for Melissa, and Melissa is going to be 35. So I put 35 in here. Now we are going to have to alter these because of course a 5x5 card, look at how far we go over this. Yet I want the size and I want the thickness of it. So what I'm going to do is just select my number 3, and I want it to go back because I want it to stay lined up. Select the number 3, and then I'm going to take off the little ratio button right here. Click on the numbers, the width, and I'm going to decrease the width. See how it just decreased? Now I'm going to go to the 5, and I'm going to do the same thing. Touch my width and decrease it so that it's a lot narrower. Now what I want to do is and I want to turn this a little bit so you can see the buttons here too. Or wait a minute, I'm going to leave the camera alone. Touch the silver button up here, hold it down, and then tap on your screen, and it zooms in. And then I push my thumb on the lower button, and that'll allow you to pan it. Now at this time, I'm going to move that 3 over so that it's touching the number 1 button, so that I know exactly how much space I have. Okay, see how right here at the edge it's touching that number 1. Now I'm going to take and move my number 5 by highlighting it and just pushing it over. See how it's moving over? And this line here is where I've got to get my numbers into. And let's see, I think we're going to be over way too much. Okay, so we're going to make the 5 a little bit narrower still. Then we're going to make the number 3 a little bit narrower still. Now, the 3 is sitting right here on this line, which is the number 1. And the 5 we can move to the right now. Oops, oops, oops. Gotta go back. 3's on the line. I have to highlight the number 5 first and then move it over. And look, that's perfect at this time. See how it's touching on the number 6 line and the number 1 line right here? That means I have got a 5 by 5 space. Now all I have to do, highlight, go to the Advanced button and hit Weld, and then we're going to preview it by touching the little eye, and look at that. Perfect. Now we're going to zoom out just by touching that top left button, push it in one time, and it zooms in. Now take it off preview, pull it down, make a duplicate right here, a copy, line it back up one on top of each other so that it's a perfect lineup, and you'll notice how it turns. It's not quite there yet. There we go. Oops, I had it. See how it turns green? It's sitting one on top of the other. Now take this little button, the flip button, flip it, the up arrow, bring it up, slide it up so that we can get right where it's touching on the top for a fold. We want enough where it touches. That's highlighted. Group, group, go over, make sure it's, I always unweld and weld it again just so that I know it's fine. And then I check it with a preview. And look at a perfect fold. The 53, it looks like on this side, the 35 will be backed up and it'll fold right into each other. So we're good there. Now, our cursor's still set at 5. At this point, we have to go back, take the shadow button off, get another 35. Sorry about that. Get another 35. And what I do is I separate them, bring one there, because you still have to work on them one at a time. Select one, go to the basic key, decrease the width, and this you're going to have to just feel it out. I zoom in and I decrease that width till it fits within that number 3, and look at that. It fits perfect. Can you see how my edges are around? Okay. I'm going to pan out and I'm going to put that number 3 up there. Then I'm going to start working on the number 5, and again I'm going to decrease the width, put it over on top of that, increase the size, and I think I did this one perfect, accidentally I'm sure. Now I can go down just a little bit more. So decrease it one tap more there. There we go. Now it fits right within there. Go back out. Now I've got my 35 ready to be cut. I want to select that, hit the plus key right on top here, this little plus key. That'll give us a new page. See how it gave us a layer 2? Then on layer 2, go to the Advanced button, hit copy, and it puts them on. Now at this point what we need to do is we need to get the 3-5, because I'm going to use a double-sided piece of paper, and I want, oops, the 3 and 5 lined up on top of there. Bring it over. I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to get this lined up right on there. So that it's right on the card. And then I'm going to touch it, I'm going to weld it, and now at the top it's not going to weld together because of course it just doesn't. It doesn't fit within there, but look how it welds. Now we've got it. We've actually got our card that says 35, and we've got a lining on the inside which will allow us a space to write on, and look how it looks there. Isn't that wonderful? It fits just perfect. Now I want to get the card and show you, so just a moment, please. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, I forgot it in the other room. Well, you know how to do this now. What you need to do is you need to save it. Isn't that wonderful? And now we actually finished before time. Grab your coffee, ladies. And this is what the card looks like. Isn't this awesome? Let's see if I can't get this back up a little bit. There we go. Zoom out. 35. Isn't that awesome? And I use just 3 different types of paper. I use the K & Company, or 4 types. And this is double-lined paper. Looks like this on the outside. And then I use the second color for the number 3 with the stripe. Then I use the 5. And this was polka dotted. And then in each one of the polka dots, I stickled that. So that kind of stands out. And notice, when I put this card together, I used 2 different sizes of pop dots. See that? A narrow one and a thicker one. We've had a lot of humidity, so this is kind of bumpy a little bit there. But see the thicker one? And then the 4th paper was just regular white paper. And I'm going to stamp it. And it's all set. It's that easy. Now, I would like you to try also, put one up on the site, link it up. Let's see what numbers. Obviously, there's always someone in your family that you have to send a birthday card to. And how cute is that? I even made another card using the Mickey font saying hi, or I've got it designed now. All I have to do is cut it out and put it together, and maybe I'll get that done before I post this. But you have a great day. Thank you for joining us here at She's a Sassy Lady, Gypsy Made Simple. And this is where I'm going to show you, or try to show you, a design, and then I want you to try it and link it up to my site so we can see what you did. You have a great day. Thank you for joining us at She's a Sassy Lady. And be sure to link up your project and leave a comment. What do you think of my new camera? Have a great day. Bye now.